everyone. My name is Evie Lupine. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have another video for you all. Today we have a nice juicy little quiz to dive into. I don't know why I described it like that, but we're sticking with it, I guess. So we love quizzes on this channel. Can't get enough of them. And I was browsing on Twitter and I came across a BDSM quiz that I had never heard of before, which is the Sex Values Legacy Quiz. Now, as you can see, as it says, this test is still a mess. So we are going to be in for a little journey together. We're going to take it. We're going to see how it is, give some feedback, see if it's helpful. And basically, how this works is it is evaluating you on 8 values. Your attraction to either masculine or feminine, which I have a problem with the framing of, but I understand. Hypersexual and hyposexual. Now I imagine I will be very much on the hypo end of that one. Dominant and submissive. Deviant and pure or vanilla. And then affective versus hedonist. And affective is those with higher affective scores tend to only be sexual around people they have romantic feelings or other affections to. So that's what that means apparently. Sounds kind of like being demi perhaps, but we'll see as we go along. So let's get into it. It says you will be presented with a series of statements. For each one, click the button with your opinion on it. So I will say, they don't appear to have any kind of age, gender, email address, data mining before the quiz stuff going on here, which is really common. So we like that. Maybe it'll be at the end. We'll see to get the results, you know. But so far, so good on that front. Let us go to the questions. Number 1. The asexuality strikes again. I would have sex on a regular basis. Ooh, we're starting out spicy, aren't we? Having sex at all on a regular basis. Disagree. I could only be lewd to my partners. Now this is interesting because now I have to get into the philosophy of what is lewd. What is a lewd? How do one be lewd? Exactly. Because I think being nude at a BDSM dungeon or in lingerie would be considered being lewd to more than just a partner. I do like that the partners is plural though. Polyamory representation in the house today, as it seems. I think probably if lewd is just like teasing light stuff, I'm not really affected by that, and so I don't care if it's only with partners, I think. I could say chastity is my virtue. Is chastity a value or virtue if you're ace? Question for you down in the comments below. I think that is like abstaining from sex even when you want it because you think being pure is better. And I don't agree with that. I just don't care. So I'm going to go with it's not a virtue. And we'll see what that means at the end. Maybe you just don't understand. No, I think I do. I disagree. I have frowned upon kinks / fetishes. I feel like pet play is something that is somehow controversial. And I definitely do a lot of stuff that people are like, why do you do that? Like, trying to think of one here that's like a good example that's not too explicit that I've talked about before. Waterboarding I've done before, like, and being drowned in a bathtub. So that's probably frowned upon. I'd say yes. That's probably going to be a strong yes for me. Sex should be a romantic topic. Cue saxophone music. So I don't like this because it sounds really universal, and I don't think anyone should have any one way of like interacting with sex as like better than anyone else. I just think that's how it is for me. And definitely for me, if I am talking about sex, it's gonna be in a romantic relationship. Like, I'm not a one-night stand, finding a random person at a bar. Like, that's not me. So I'm gonna say I agree. I could imagine myself in a sexual scenario with a man. Goodness. We're getting all gendered over here. All right. I'm going to say agree. I am okay with the idea of hookups or one-night stands. What did I just say, everyone? No. No, I'm not. Sorry. Oh no, this is gonna undo me. I masturbate at least once a day. And I've talked about this before, but it really varies. Like, I can get into a habit of doing it every day as like a routine in the same way that you would like brush your teeth. But then I also like don't think about it for like 6 months at a time. And there's never any in between. It's always like one or the other. It's always either going to be every day, like brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, masturbation, self-care, you know? But then other times I don't even consider it as an option to do in my life. So I'm not sure how this will affect the score, but I'm going to say agree. I think that's probably more true. I could imagine myself in a sexual scenario with a woman. Ooh, gendered again. I'm going to also say agree. Sex is more about the pleasure than the intimacy. Again, universal statement. I don't think that's necessarily true. I can see how for some people it is, but definitely not for me. Definitely not for me. Guys, what do you think? What do you think about this one? I consider myself vanilla. Guys, let me know. Am I vanilla? I mentioned waterboarding and getting drowned in a bathtub earlier. Am I vanilla? My job would say no, I think. I belong to sub-communities associated with deviances. That is a very broad statement, but definitely very much so. Is this a typo or is this a joke or a meme I don't get? I think what it's saying is the penis only makes it better. I like to... No, just no. Sorry, moving on. I would enjoy someone having control over me. Yes. I would have relationships with men. If I had a choice, would I? If I had a choice about the people I am attracted to, would I? Or am I simply tossed at sea with my own emotions and being at the mercy of them? Yes, the answer is yes. I would enjoy degrading or getting degraded. I like how there's an or. I'm wondering how they're going to tell, like, sub versus dom then. But I'm going to say I agree, but I don't see degradation as the same as humiliation. I do think they are different. So I'm not into humiliation, but the way that I think about degradation, I do enjoy. And I consider those, again, to be separate. Don't get it twisted. All right, number 17. We are getting there. I wouldn't be comfortable with getting dominated. If that was true, the last 5 years, 7 years, how long have I been doing this for? 7 years? Would have been very, very uncomfortable for me then. I find most fetishes disgusting. I'm kind of assuming this goes with the pure one, which is interesting because I think you can be vanilla and not look down on BDSM. Like, you can go, BDSM, not really my thing. Don't really have to have it in my life. I think it's just fine. Other people like it. Not my jam. And not be grossed out by it and just move on with your life and be happy with your happy vanilla sex. But suffice to say, I don't find most things disgusting. There are very few things that I am personally grossed out by when it comes to kink at this point. There are some things. Not a whole lot, though. I might be too boring for some people in the bedroom. In the sense that I don't typically want to have sex at all. Yes. In terms of the types of activities that I have done or am able to do, that is a very different question. So I would say probably not. I think most people would be like, you do a lot of stuff, you know? Oh my goodness. I find myself attracted to soft skin and feminine clothing. I do like a good scratchy beard, but that might just be me. I do also like soft skin though, and I like feminine clothing. But you know what? Don't have to be a woman to wear feminine clothing. Hot take. Right after that, I find myself attracted to muscular bodies. I'm assuming this one is also a masculinity thing, which I can see because, like, testosterone, muscles, I get it, I guess. But, hello, hot muscular ladies. Totally a thing. Come on now. But I do like muscular bodies, but not only muscular bodies. I like a diverse, many different types of body types because for me, it's about the romantic attraction. It's about that kind of emotional connection, and the body type is way less important, personally, I think. I would have relationships with women. Wait, did they ask this one before? I swear, I think this was on here before. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But yes. Yes, I would. I find myself dreaming about lewd scenarios. Like, actually asleep or like daydreaming. So, probably not, I think. Probably not. But again, what is lewd? What is lewd? What is lewd? Who knows? I would enjoy inflicting pain or having pain inflicted on me. Now, the or is doing a lot of work here because pain by itself, not really my thing receiving it. It has to have context to it, usually for me to enjoy it. I do like thuddy pain. I do like scratchy sensations. I like rope bondage, and those can be painful and just painful on their own and enjoyable for me. But generally, my enjoyment of pain is coming from the relationship of the person I'm doing the pain stuff with and the environment I'm doing it in. But I do like hurting people, so that one is going to end up being a strong agree. I watch pornographic content. Oh, no. This is going to be a story for a different time, I imagine. I have looked at it before. I know a lot of sex workers. I know a lot of people on OnlyFans. I support that. Actual straight up Pornhub style pornography, genitals everywhere. Everyone's covered in shiny oil and tanned. No, I don't get it. Like, I have seen it before. I have, in fact, observed a pornographic content. Did not make sense to my brain whatsoever, though. I like the idea of having power over someone. Now, this will likely be confusing given the thing I said about pain. Don't actually want to have power over anyone. Pain? Fine. Light, fun times with friends that like pain and want to get pain? Fun. Good. That seems great. Actual relationship based on me having power? No, I have very briefly experienced this unintentionally by like being forced to make decisions for other people like a lot, like in one evening over and over and over again. Exhausting. Don't like it. Don't want to ever have to do that again, preferably. Not my bag. All right. Bringing it back around to the asexuality for the last question. I find myself repulsed by the idea of sex. Now, I personally do not find sex repulsive. I don't like pornography. Actual people having sex in real life, the idea of sex, people wanting to have sex with me, like I just don't care. Like I'm just neutral about it. I'm not really bothered. I'm just unbothered, okay? Neutral. And we are all done. Wait. Woo! We did. This is the most serious way to answer this quiz. We have 18 more questions we can answer. Bonus round! It is bonus round time. I am making that decision. Not that you guys could tell me not to, because this is from the past. Ooh. Let's go. Oh, I see. Now we are getting into the identity questions, perhaps. I may have been tricked. Female. female, asexual, poly. Yeah, I haven't had that before in a quiz. And poly, it's true. In the last 3 months? That is for me to know and you guys to not find out and speculate about on the internet. How about that? How sexually active have you been in the last 3 months? Again, for me to know and you all to not speculate about. How old are you? Wait, where do I, oh, there we go. I am a boomer at computers. Okay. 27. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm still 25. I just think COVID messed up. I feel like I need 2 more years, you know? Give it back. Give me back my 20s. None. Unless you count Bandit, then I have 1. I do have 1 fur baby. Higher education. I'm not a NEET. I'm not a NEET. Surprise, surprise. I am a worker. I do produce value, hopefully. What describes your current job the best? Self-employed, baby. I don't know. I'm like kind of I make as much as like a preschool teacher. So I'm probably just probably working class, let's be honest. Nationality. I'm from the good old, bad old US of A. And then we're gonna go. Is it just English? Can I just pick English on here? just British all the way around, really. Which one is that? I guess Western European? I live in a big city. I live in the big city. I am very progressive. I am very left. And then I think I'm leaning libertarian. I'm not sure, actually. This is just like a mini version of the regular values quiz with politics, I think. Yeah. But like the American version of libertarian is funky. So I don't know. Yeah, libertarian, I think. All right, here we go. Here we go. These are the big old answers. Okay, so actually, apparently, according to this, somehow, I don't know how this happened, slightly more attracted to women than men. I'm curious about the sex drive one because it's medium, and I thought it was going to be like way out here, but I guess maybe being okay with being lewd at a BDSM party was wrong. I am apparently 100% submissive and 100% deviant, and you can take that to the bank. Apparently saying that I liked hurting people didn't count because I didn't want to dominate anyone. Interesting. And then I am almost exclusively affection oriented. So that also makes sense. I like other people getting off if they want to. I just don't care personally. All right. That is the quiz. Those are the results. You know, it is a quiz in progress, and I hope they keep working on it because I think this could be another really great quiz option because I know this format of quiz is really popular. I just think they need to separate out like dominance and submission and top bottom more, and also more with the deviant versus vanilla thing. I think could use more work. I did find the motivation between like hedonism and affection, effectiveness, whatever they want to phrase it as. I thought that was interesting and they could have like done more with that, but it was like really short. It was like 27 questions, so it is what it is. But now you guys can stereotype me as you will based on the answers to this. Hopefully you guys found it interesting. If you want to take the quiz for yourself, it is at sexvalues.github.io, as it says right down there. I can't share links because YouTube gives me channel strikes when I do that because it thinks it's all porn. So that'd be YouTube, I guess. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me for this quiz. I hope that you all enjoyed listening to this. Maybe you learned something new. let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Any other quizzes, anything else on the internet that you would like me to look into, please let me know as well. If you did enjoy this, if you want to and you have not already, please do subscribe, because I make videos twice a week about all sorts of kink and BDSM related topics. And finally, if you really enjoyed this, if you want to support what I do, the best way you can do that is with Patreon. If you really like me doing quizzes and reacting to videos about BDSM, I pretty much always do that on Patreon because I can do anything I want on there basically in video format without having to worry about YouTube's rules. So that is what I do over on Patreon if you want to check it out. If you do already support me over there, thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. And until I see you all next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Bye bye.